president them are greedy. Government is corrupt, so the people is corrupt. See the politicians, see they just the misbehaving. Election they come again, the politicians them are ready. People them go kill, and then if the parties go on, one by one, and they follow me one by one, and they follow me one by one, and they follow me one by one. There is someone to be done, and they follow me one by one, and they follow me two by two, and they follow me one by one. Together we shall stand, and they follow me one by one, one by one, and they follow me one by one. Where are the boys and the girls? Where are the men and the women? Where are the boys and the girls? Where are the men and the women? Our government, not so like and the lie. Economics growing, and poverty never away. They say we are one Nigeria, tribalism everywhere. Even to this country, tribalism there. Every year, the government reading budget. See the budget, never available for people. See the FCC, operation steal from the steel. The organization, we ambassador will come. This one I show, President of Saudi Arabia. They sick, no good hospital again for Nigeria. One by one, and they follow me one by one. One by one, and they follow me one by one. Together we fight poverty, and they follow me one by one. One by one, and they follow me one by one. There is someone to be done, and they follow me one by one. Get up from this sleepy slumber, and they follow me one by one. Greetings, everybody. You are welcome to the Wounded Civilian, a political classroom where we will discuss our country, the politics. As you can see, that was the music one by one I did when Yadua was sick. You listen when I was saying the president is sick in Saudi Arabia and no good hospital for our president. What a shame. See, that is, if not more than 10 years ago, and still nothing have changed. When people like us, when we do what we do, you will see the passion, you see the love we have for the poor masses, the love we have for our people. This occupation of using music to sing politics, it is what we choose, occupation we choose for ourselves almost 30 years ago. So when we see some people running around, vibrating, talking nonsense these days, no way, because we are being this game. You can't come and be talking nonsense, and we have to correct you. Look, you are doing it the wrong way. You have to. If you don't want to listen, then we'll show you the boundary. You can continue your nonsense. This is the boundary. Don't come here with this your nonsense. You said, what do you want? You want to go to war? Go to war. Don't leave us out of it. That's the reason why we are different, always different. We are the wounded civilian. The truth is our religion here. Today's program is between me and our brother, Rose Blue Jack, a Niger Delta man or South man, a brother I so much respect, a former IPOB member. Why I say a brother I so much respect, it is because when out of love, out of you want a better life, a better country,
You want a better thing in our country, a better country, a country we can be proud of. When people come and say, oh, this is exactly what they're fighting for because nothing is working in Nigeria, and you give them support. But what makes you a man is the ability to know that yes, no, these people are not what they claim they are. What makes you a man is to make a U-turn and tell these people, I don't think I will be part of this nonsense. That is what makes you a man. On Saturday, we will be on Sunday, we'll be bringing another brother, Edo brother from Edo Central. I'll call him a Saman if you like. I'll be bringing him on Friday around 2 o'clock. The same thing. When in the beginning, 2016, 2015, when you see somebody doing something, you think, oh, there will be light here. You have to show support. You have to show that person support. Give solidarity. But what makes you a man is the ability to understand, oh, this is a mistake. No. This is not what we want. That makes you a man. So I will bring in our brother, a shaman, to this program on Friday, 2 o'clock. This is a man, I will call him a former member too. But as long as they have realized they made a mistake. So I'm going to be inviting people like that to come and be telling us their experience. Our brother, Blue Jack, will be joining us any moment from now. Any moment from now, he will be joining us. First, we'll be talking about Nigeria. A lot is happening in Nigeria. A lot. And I keep, I would say warning our people, reminding our people. Now, election is coming. Presidential election is coming. Who's going to be your next president? Who is he? Is he this same group? These same people? All of us, what we do, we busy ourselves something irrelevant now. What are we doing? Is it this same group, either in PDP or APC? This same name we have been hearing. The same people you have been hearing. There is no way. These people, you know them. Those that have contested before, that is planning to contest now, and all of them, it is going to be the same story. The same story. All of them, Tinubu, Atiku, name it, all of them, the same story, all of them. When you need a change, let me tell you something. During NSAS, I said, NSAS, let's turn NSAS to a political party. And, we are not really ready. Okay. Ever since this is your NSAS, after NSAS protest, what changed? What changed? Did you see any change? Our police? What changed? When a big protest like that shook the whole nation, at least the government is supposed to fear you and do something, at least show you after a year, this is what we are doing. Look at it, this is what we are doing. Let me tell you something. You see that country, Nigeria? I keep telling our people, if we don't come together in one accord, or one tribe, or group of people, can't make any difference. At the end of the day, you get frustrated and you begin to, when the moment you discover you are not making any wave, you are not making any impact, you are failing, you will go, like armed struggle. The same thing, other group, this terrorist group, IPOB, that is fooling themselves, killing their people in the south, is the same thing. But when you are united, you know what you want. You don't, when I say united, don't see your fellow brother as a prophet or see your fellow brother as God who gives you command. That is kind of unity. We are all equal. We all like the same thing and we want the same thing. Like that answer, you see that spirit of answers from south to southeast to southwest. It was so unique. Celebrities, they were on the street with us. That is the kind of unity I'm talking about. But instead, what we do today is a Shekiri man will come out and be telling some rubbish that is the Shekiri people are so special, they own your land. Or one Edu man will come out and be vomiting rubbish that they owns Robo land or Robo owns Igbo land or Igbo owns that rubbish. We're supposed to crucify animals like that. This is not the time for that. That will bring disunity. This is not the time for this kind of rubbish talk. I was watching some program of this bunch of these same people from this from southeast. I think yesterday that idiot they call Ashebe. These people foolish, they lack sense of reason. These people, Igbo as a tribe don't know what they are. Don't know what they are. They don't know what's up. If you don't seek for help from other tribes, join together and put stop to this IPOB nonsense once and for all. Oh God. When we warn like they will warn our people like this, people take us for a joke. I watched a program. What they were vomiting there, you can't even wash the stuff. You vomited rubbish. When I tell you it is our Igbo supremacy, go and I need to play that video and watch this rubbish these Igbos were vomiting from their mouths. They were so confused. The other one says from Israel. That the other one insulting the other one. You are stupid. You are not from Israel. The other one call and say they are this. The one call they owns everywhere. Esa must be Igbo. They owns Esa. It's Igbo man who don't know how they changed to Esa. Esa changed to Afema. They owns Urobo. It was Igbo man there. He don't know how to speak. He begin to speak another Urobo. We owns the land. We must push everybody, fight these people and kill them. Can you imagine? When we come here and say, these people, it don't sympathize with them. You don't know. Igbos are good people. These people, when we warn like this, people think we are joking. We are just trying to save lives. At this time, look at Nigeria. If you want change, we all must come as equal. This is what I preach here, equal. There is no way 2022 you can tell a Edo man that Yoruba man is superior than him. A reasonable Edo man will fight you. So let the mumu who will be looking like you like zombie. There is no way you tell Robo man, because of what we have experienced in Nigeria, tell Robo man, Calabar man is superior than you. Robo man is supposed to fight you. No, Calabar can never be superior than you, Robo. And Robo can never be superior. All this their story, no, it is all nonsense. This is not what we're supposed to be talking about. We that want change, that want a better country for our people, supposed to be talking about change, positive change. There are some people we don't need now. There are some people that there will be obstacle for you to have a better Nigeria. It doesn't mean you declare them your enemy now. You wait. Show them love. They might even change. Some of us need education. I said there are some people who don't want it, who love, about 4 or 5 years ago, I keep preaching. I said, look, if I have 1 billion, 10 billion, if I'm rich like this motherfucking Okrosha, them Governor Baseki Oshomole, my guy, maybe I will not be talking about restructuring too. Why would I need restructuring? For what? I'm strictly rich. I don't need restructuring. I might not be talking about restructuring with you. I will tell you, dear, come on, relax. Nigeria will better. Nigeria better. Because there's no need for me to be bothering myself. I'm rich. I have survived it. We have people like that. Who don't, to them, there's no reason to waste their time with you, to even help you. They are okay. It doesn't mean you declare war upon them. No. Call them your enemy now. All these things, because when you fight them, they will fight back. And this is what some of our brothers lack in the South. 2023 is coming. What is our plan? The same cry. What market is going to be the same cry? The same. The new president will come in the beginning, 6 months, 7 months. They will call you the body language of the new president. Before, after 1 year, 2 years, it will show you that yes, there is devil in every man. There is devil in every man. So what is our plan? No plan. Instead, we distract ourselves. Instead, we distract ourselves for some irrelevant story. We just fight for no. There is no way you can win. Who are you going to fight? Who are you going to fight? What do you mean fight? Fight like Edo man fight Yoruba. Of what gain? Can you wipe the Yoruba out? No. Can the Yoruba wipe the Edo out? No. We are neighbors. Then why fighting? Of what use? Of what use for? I don't know. Why fighting? I keep telling our people, it doesn't mean we that is preaching this. What you are preaching doesn't make me like we see us as weak people. We are not weak. We are not weak. We are not talking to those that is already lost. There are those you can redeem them. You can help them. They are gone. I'm talking about those who still have brain, because the victory, the evil ones, their victory, the victory will not last forever. It's going to be for a while. For we that stand for we that preach the truth, I believe it will take time, but we at the end of the day, we are going to be victorious. The tribes in the South, I made a video the other day. I said, why are we not talking to each other now? Not to come together against the North, because we are all the same people too. People are suffering in the South, suffering in the North. It's not about we coming together because we have anything, we want to plan something against the North, and that's not what I'm talking about. But come together and know the right person. Now the disunity is already there. Let's say like in the West, Tinubu is there and other people are also there. They are all trying. They don't want to go to they don't talk to the Southeast. They know the Southeast wanted to. They don't talk to the South. There are a few people in the South that wanted to. Just like South don't want to talk to people in the Southwest, because they can't come together. Southwest cannot back down. They don't care. It is their brother turn to rule. Not all. You know what I'm talking about. The South, the same thing. They don't talk to the people of the Southeast. They see the Southeast, they don't ready. These people are not serious. The Southeast, it is my term, and they are not doing anything. So, wherever the president is coming from, it's going to work. The enmity is going to be there. Let's say for somebody from the Southwest win. Already somebody from the Southeast, they'll feel, you're supposed to come to us, and, that enmity will continue. The South, the same thing. It will continue, because it will not look as if it is the North, and you know what I mean. So nobody is going to succeed like this. So that's the problem we are having right now in the South. It is the same cry. The same cry after 2023 presidential election, the same thing, nothing's going to change. Because the same people, the same language, the same criminals. Atiku said they ring that 2019 presidential election, Abi. Did he go to court? No. Did he go to court? No. Did he fight Buhari in any way or condemn Buhari government, all these killings? No. And this man have the guts to come, and he knows when he was contesting with his brother. This is not about you are north or you are south. The truth is always the truth. When he was contesting 2019, it was two Fulanis. They said the power must remain in the north. Then ask yourself, why is running around he want to contest? There is no way that man will do anything. Those are the people we don't need again. These are the people who believe. They don't care about you, about themselves. All of them. It's not only him, but I'm just using him as an example. They're just the same. These people don't care. Because as long as I'm concerned, it was supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be, some say no, any president come from nowhere. Shut the fuck up. No president is, no. That idea. So that idea of anybody can come from anywhere, that's absolutely nonsense. That's absolutely nonsense. If anybody can come from anywhere, how will Dele Momodu win? How? How will Dele Momodu win? I'm using Dele Momodu as an example. It's not about religion as much as it is a tolerance. In Nigeria, it's about the region. The idea of anybody come from anywhere. No, you don't say that. It's about region. It's about the region. The only way you can say anybody can come from anywhere, it is when we have a kind of, I would say, regional structure. A regional structure. But this style of government we are operating now is for the so-called majority. It's about the majority. And the majority, they are the people killing the nation now. So when you say, let it come from anywhere, I don't believe that. There is nobody is good there. Can't come from anywhere. If you come from anywhere, can't you see? That's the language they use and say it can come from anywhere. Who they can fit, who can perform. Tell me anybody who can perform there. Nobody. Who can really perform. And it can come from anywhere. Look at the group that is warming up now. It can come from anywhere. No, we have to have some style, some kind of government that let me bring our brother in. That will ban people like Atiku and Tinubu to stop contesting. Stay away. Your time is over. Stay away. Hello, our brother, Russell. Good evening.
Yes, hello. Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. You are welcome to the Wounded Civilian Show. How is everything?
Well, we thank God. Everything is fine.
Please, can you please introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Russell Idatoru Bliwija. I hail from Bonny. Bonny is situated in Rivers State. Rivers State is situated in the Niger Delta or the political party referred to as the South-South region.
Okay. Thank you very much, my brother. You are welcome to the show.
You're welcome.
Yeah, before we really start, we were just talking about where the president is coming from. I believe somebody like you, for you, it can come from anywhere, provided that person can really, perform. You understand me? But somebody like me, because of what we are passing through in Nigeria, the things we are seeing, in a country where I am now in Europe, every country there's nothing like you minority, you majority, stuff like that. Everybody is treated, equal. But in Nigeria, we have a tribe that we use Shekiri, for example. There is no Ishekiri man representing. Are you with me?
I'm with you. Go ahead. You're talking.
Okay. There is no Ishekiri man, for instance, representing Ishekiri people at the Senate. Me, my tribe, I only have one person, like one senator representing me there. So, in this place, it is not possible here. You must have your representative. Every tribe, as long as it is, even if it is 300 tribes, you must have your representative there that will represent you, that will say things that will favor his own people. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, we have just one tribe who their senator is roughly 16, 17 representing just one tribe. So, without being told, they runs the country. We are just there to, for the number to be big. Like me now, just one man representing me as a tribe. For instance, I'm not really fighting for these corrupt politicians. I'm just saying, if a country equal rights is guaranteed, you can see anybody come from anywhere. But in a place like Nigeria, where it's always about, what do you have to say to this? What makes you think it can come, anybody can come from anywhere?
We have tried the system of tribe and region. And what have we got from it? We've noticed that each time we try that, we teared our country into shreds. There is now a consciousness that is tied to region and tribe. And take it or leave it. Whenever the consciousness of any nation tilts towards region, tribe, interest, and what we refer to as gain in view, you will not have national consciousness. Now, the real problem Nigeria has is the absence of national consciousness. A Yoruba man thinks like a Yoruba man, thereby excluding the Hausa man, the Fulani man, the Urobo man, the Igbo man, the Eshan man, the Shekiri man, and so on. So when the Yoruba man thinks, he thinks as if he's the only one in Nigeria. When the Hausa man thinks, he thinks as if his tribe is the only people he find in Nigeria. When the Naga Delta man thinks, I'm a Naga Delta, so I will speak the truth. We also think about what is good for us and us alone. Now, I want you to understand that this is a very serious post-mortem on the economic situation of Nigeria. Nigeria will continue to have problems as long as we continue to lack national consciousness.
Okay, what are we supposed to do? What is the solution to this nonsense?
The solution there lies with what we refer to as National Orientation Agency, NOAA. What is NOAA doing? Is NOAA putting Nigeria together, or NOAA is just there as an agency of the federal government working and not working? Elsewhere in the world, the job of NOAA as a national orientation agency is to imbue consciousness in nationals. That is what Noah ought to be doing. So they should be having sensitization programs where Nigerians will think as Nigerians, not as tribes. National Education Agency should churn out programs that will chart new course for Nigerians, where Nigerians will see Nigeria from a new prison, from the prison of nationalism.
Okay, now that they are not doing that, what is the solution? What are we supposed to do? You know, Nigerian, now that they are not doing what they're supposed to do, because this trouble is already there. Tribalism, nepotism. Okay, listen, what you are saying, you are right. And sometimes the people that is kind of saying, what about my people? What about my people? Sometimes, are you going to blame them? Okay, for instance, look at a country over 250 tribes. The president of that nation, sorry to say, is a Fulani man. The Senate president is also a Fulani man. The vice president is a Yoruba man. The deputy, the speaker, Bajamila, is a Yoruba man. To me, it was supposed to be like that. Okay, look at the Senate, like I said it before. So in this, what are we supposed to do? What is the solution to it? So that, because really in Nigeria, if you don't tackle this problem of favoritism, tribalism, Nigeria will not work. I understand, but what is the solution to you?
Well, you know, it is going to be very difficult for us to talk about the solution without looking at the cause. No, get me. You're not getting me. I'm not saying that all hope is lost. No, that's far from that. What I'm trying to say is that in order to be practical, you have to look into the cause. It is from both the distant and remote cause. Whether it is a nearby cause or a very distant cause, the fact remains that without understanding the cause itself, you cannot do a post-mortem and chart a new cause out of it. Every problem starts somewhere and generates to the level where it becomes real. We must go to the roots. What is the problem with Nigeria? Nigerians have always lacked national cohesion, togetherness, unionism, oneness. Every time in Nigeria things are initial right from the beginning. In Nigeria thinks as an individual, not as a member of the collective state. That is the problem we've had. So we must pull down these walls of sentiment, the wall of tribalism, the wall of regionalism, and then come together, sit as a people, and ask ourselves one question. What do we want? Do we want to exist as a state? Or do we want to exist as several states? And that is what I refer to as regional and national summits. You have them in your regions, and then you have them, the entire regions will then nominate representatives that will speak for their people in a national summit. You ask for a solution, I'm giving you a solution.
Wait, before you go, that means you believe in restructuring.
Regional and national summits wouldn't be seen as restructuring, it will be seen as dialogue. Dialogue devoid of sentiment. Dialogue devoid of pride. Dialogue devoid of tribalism. Dialogue devoid of interest, parochial interest. We must kill it. Dialogue devoid of nepotism. We must kill that. Now, when we extract these things In a philosophical process, you look at the negatives and extract them. You take them out completely. Then and only then will you be able to think as a dispassionate human being.
Okay, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Or
I mentioned regional and national summits.
No,
Now, in our various, let me hold on, sir. In our various regions, we must sit around a table and discuss as brothers and sisters. Now, from those discussions, which I refer to as regional summits, we will be able to nominate people that will speak for us when we attend the national summit. In the regional summit, we look at what is good for the region. In the national summit, we look at what is good for the nation.
Listen, what you are saying is good, but my question is, all these things you are saying now, who's going to implement it? Because people have been saying, let us renegotiate. Someone calling for restructuring, someone calling for even referendum. How are we going to do it? To say it is easy. But what is the plan? What are we going to do? Because we know there is problem in Nigeria. Look at the solution you are bringing. But to say it is easy. But how are we going to implement it?
But that has been the issue. The issue has always been implementation. But remember what I said. That is why I said the first thing we need to do is to pull down all the dividing lines. We must pull them down, and we must sit with our stakeholders, the politicians, the traditional stakeholders, leaders of thoughts, think tanks, the common man, common woman, boys and girls, youth generally. We must all come together, sit and discuss the way forward.
Okay,
When we sit that way, the state actors, who are the politicians, are not going to sit there as politicians. They will sit as members of the General Assembly. That is why I say we must pull down every dividing wall.
Okay, Mr. Bluja, I want to ask you. You are from Niger Delta.
Yes.
South. Did you think the people of Niger Delta have been, marginalized?
The issue of marginalization is a product of consent. Consent means agreement. Consent means approval. Nobody will marginalize you until those who wield power on your behalf, those who have your mandate, who have your power of attorney, play football with them. And when those who represent you play football with those who oppress you, it is assumed that you that they represent are part of the whole process. So nobody will run into Niger Delta to marginalize Niger Delta without the support of some Niger Delta. So I always hear people tell you, the Fulani is doing this, Fulani is doing that. My brother and people are listeners all over the world. Nobody will come into your territory without your permission. If they are marginalizing us today, it is because we played the football with them. The reason why we have marginalization in various parts of Nigeria is because of corruption. Our people are eminently corrupt. Eminently corrupt. Even if we agree today that we want to divide Nigeria, I want to tell you what is going to happen. If we divide Nigeria and we have Niger Delta Republic even though they don't know what they are talking about. They don't know what republic means. But let's play football with them here. Give Niger Delta Republic. Give the East Biafra. Give Aqua Cross what they want. Just keep giving those people what they want. The question we have not asked ourselves is this: does this stop the criminal and the corrupt people amongst us from operating? Let me explain something tonight. If you create Biafra from Nigeria, all the criminals in Igbo land will move over to Biafra with their criminal intents, with their criminal consciousness, with their criminal tastes, with their criminal desires, with their criminal activities. So I ask you, have you changed that place? No, you haven't. I want to put it this other way. Until you change the consciousness of a people, you cannot change the state of their land. It is the consciousness of a people that determines the function of their state or their economy. If we don't change how we think, what we do, how we make policies, Nigeria will never be better. Now, divide this Nigeria into 6 different parts. The corruption will be divided into 6 different parts. The wickedness and nepotism will be divided into 6 different parts. The political thug will be divided into 6 different parts. Have you solved anything? No. So when we speak of marginalization is a function of corruption. What makes that possible is corruption. If we don't change, the indices that make marginalization possible will always be there. Therefore, people will always feel marginalized. And let me ask you this, civilian. Do the corrupt ones in our midst feel marginalized?
No, I said it before. They don't even need the sorcery. They don't even need
the
sorcery.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, now.
Oh, you know?
To them, they have paid it.
Interesting. Those people who are not touched, who don't feel any pain, are the corrupt ones making all these things possible in our region. They are comfortable. And because they are comfortable, they will always sabotage any genuine effort geared towards making the region better. Are you following me, Mr. Man?
I'm with you.
So we have to work towards stamping out corruption amongst our people. If we don't stamp out corruption amongst our people, my brother, restructuring will mean nothing. Because when you restructure Nigeria and restructure the corruption into the regions that the corrupt people come from. So how have you solved anything, by the way?
Can I ask you, a presidential election is coming, and what did you think? Because if you go back to NSAS, look at NSAS, they were saying police brutality, the way police, treating our people, they don't like it, so they need a change. They want the government to reform the police force. And ever since, after a year now, like, nobody can say that the government have done anything concerning our police. The police themselves, they are also suffering. There are some are even saying their salary is not enough. What I'm saying. What is the change after the answer? Because somebody like me, because the youth are saying these elites, the people in these the politicians, the people representing us, they are not doing enough for us. They don't care about us. I was thinking, okay, like, why can't we have our own kind of political party, you know? Some people talking about revolution, you know, so worried now, and it's revolution. The other people saying, oh, they want to break away. Now, but my question here is this. This coming presidential election that is coming now, did you expect whoever, like, Nigeria will change, or president coming from the south will make any change, or what are we supposed to do? We that always complain, saying we don't like the way they are running things in Nigeria, especially we the youth. Then what are we supposed to do now? What are we not doing? Are we going to vote for this same set of people? Then Tinubu, I always say Tinubu, Atiku, name it. You know who I'm talking about. All those are politicians. It doesn't matter. It must be Southwest politician or Southeast or South. We know them. Are we continue to vote for these people? What do you have to say to that?
Okay, you see, I laughed. I laughed within me when you said if we elect a Southerner as president, maybe someone from the east, from an Igbo man as president, for instance, whether it will reduce tension. Well, my brother, it will not reduce tension. It will not reduce tension at all.
No, we are coming to
We have had President Jonathan. He's my job brother, but he remains one of the worst fools that I know. They know me. I say things. The people know me. Nobody pays me 1 naira. I am not buyable. I say it because I'm a thinker. I'm an original thinker. I have been educating people for many years as a young man. Let me just make this clear to you. Whether it is Atiku, Peter Obi, Charles Soludo, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, or even President Obama. Bring him into Nigeria. Bring him. You are free to import both Trump and Obama into Nigeria. You're free. Bring them. Bring Putin from Russia. You should come and become the Nigerian president. Hear me and hear me today. As long as the structure is sitting on a very corrupt foundation, everybody you bring will malfunction. Did you hear me? The system itself is what determines the level of something of anybody. Now, you know, most people would say only the politicians are corrupt. Russell will never say that. When you hear that the government is not doing well, and therefore the cost of goods and services in Nigeria, you know, has gone up. Is it the government that made the prices of the goods and services go up, or marketers? Corruption in Nigeria is an interplay of both the governed and the government. I am going to repeat it. Corruption in Nigeria is an interplay between the governed, that is the people, and the government. Therefore, while we are trying to make sure that government functions optimally, we must also try to make sure that our people are cultured, are educated, are reoriented to reason, to think, to conceptualize as true humans living in a civil society. The government is wrong on the one hand, the people are wrong on the other hand. Because without the power from the people conferred on the government, we will not have bad government. So bad government is a product of bad choice made by the people. And the people will continue to make bad choices because one, they are not exposed to what it takes to live in a civil society. Two, they are not ready to make the change. Change will come from the people. It is only when change comes from the people that it will reflect in the government. Because the government is picked from the people. So if the people are corrupt, the government will be picked from the corrupt people, which will lead to a corrupt government. I hope I am talking to you.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Now,
So,
thank you very much, my brother. But there is a question here. About a few years ago, my late brother is dead now, Pastor Andrew Iyamu. You know, we were discussing this same thing. And he said what you just said. He said, you know, the people first. We were talking about corruption, how to solve the corruption. He said the people, you know, let families, you know, parents, you know, treat their, teach their children not to be corrupt. Like when you see your child, you know, come home with a Jeep and you didn't, you know, bother to ask him, where do you get the money to buy this kind of big car, you know, stuff like that. So you were saying all these things. Let us train our, you know, I was kind of arguing with him, telling him, okay, it is like that now. To me, I feel it is the government now. Since it is like this, the parents are not really ready to kind of, tell their children, you don't need to be corrupt. But because now they see what people that is corrupt, especially in government or maybe not even in government, maybe doing what they call Yahoo or stealing, stuff like that, buying big cars, building big house, living large, and children are seeing them. People are into human sacrifice now for blood money, stuff like that. Then I was saying, I told him that, government, it is not government responsibility to come in by, there must be a law in this place now, law above everybody. The law is above you. It doesn't matter if you are man or woman, you are from whatever region you come from, it doesn't matter. Once you do something that's against the law, you will go in for it. So there must be a law against stealing, against bribing and corruption, against nepotism, favoritism, and the rest. So we're arguing it. So I will still ask you the same. You said the same thing. It's not only the people in government that is corrupt. There is at home. Because from a corrupt society, you vote for people representing the corrupt. It's like a corrupt people vote for their corrupt brother, or something like that. But now that it is like that, we all are corrupt, really. Nobody can dispute that. Don't you think it is government responsibility now? So, like, let the law take its full course. Whenever you do something wrong, our police. Bail is free, but when they arrest you, you must pay millions. When your father is rich, you look at that school where that boy died in Lagos. What did you have to say? Is it the government? Don't you think this government have to come in, or what do you think will be the solution to at least solve this corruption?
But we have done a postmortem on the actual cause of the anomalies we see in our society today. I have told you that government did not fall from the sky. Government came from the people. Remember the work of a very good philosopher who wrote treatises on government. I'm talking about John Locke. Government came from the people. The people decided to forget to relinquish their private property. because their private property made each person's mind to be right. So if you can kill, kill. If you can destroy, destroy. So the people decided to have a social pact where they came to an agreement that let us not, we shouldn't see things as individuals anymore. Let's create a center that will think for all of us. And that was how the state was given back to. Don't forget that. So if the people are corrupt, whatever they produce will always be corrupt. So we can never solve it from the point of the product of the people. Rather, because government is a product of the people, we can't solve it. We must go back to the source. The source will always remain the people. How do Nigerians live? How do Nigerians socialize? What is their religious tolerance level? Yes. How do they respond to people of various and different tribes? Do they accommodate other tribes? We must look at these things. These are very important indices of development, of economic growth. It is how I treat my neighbor that will tell me the kind of government we can produce. If I hate my neighbor, if I malign my neighbor, I blackmail my neighbor, and all of us work together, what we produce is a kind of government where there will be hatred, there will be all forms of lies, there will be religious intolerance, because that is what the people that produce the government, that is how they behave. So the behavior of the government is actually a reflection of the behavior of the people that produce the government. That is what I'm saying.
Thank you very much. I understand you now. Thank you very much. So, my brother, we have to go to the talk about insecurity now. For all that you said, as you can see, even through the comments, people, their comment here is very sure that yes, you are somebody that have something upstairs. You understand, man? Me bringing you here, I know you are a very, when it comes to politics, you know what's up. When it comes to Nigeria, the problem, what we're supposed to do and what we are not doing, stuff like that. I know you are very good in that. That's the reason why I invited you. So now, we want to talk about the insecurity that concerns our brother from the Southeast. And before we start, if I ask you any question you feel like, you can just bypass it. You understand me? The question it goes to you were a former member of this, to me, IPOB group. I see them as a terrorist group. Sorry, they are, to me, not because of the government labeled them a terrorist group, no, because of the things they are doing that I'm seeing, the threat, maybe the one they are sending to me. That's the reason why I call them the terrorist group. So I want to ask you, were you member of IPOB before?
Okay, thank you very much for asking me this question. It's a very good question because most people still don't understand what happened. I saw a struggling young man called Nnamdi. He didn't know where to go. He didn't know what to do other than blabbing on radio, and I knew he was going nowhere. As a product of philosophy, my job, and as an activist, my job is to help people who need help. I noticed that he may have had some good intentions. He may, I use the word may, because you cannot know anybody. One of the things you learn in sociology is that humans are by nature dynamic. What do I mean? It is the same man who is headmaster in a school that functions as headmaster. He functions as chairman of a society. He functions as father of a home. and he functions as a member of the civil society. So you can see different roles require different functions. So a man by nature is dynamic. So I saw a struggling young man, an unrefined Nnamdi Kanu, highly unrefined. He didn't know how to use language. He didn't know stakeholders to meet. And then he was going about whatever he was doing the wrong way, making people feel that he was being worshipped. Then I saw him blessing people and all that. I told myself, I said, this young man may have known what to do, but not how to do it. So I decided to render my service to him because I believe that where our ancestors failed, we should succeed. I wanted unity between the South and the Southeast. So what did I do? I started going from one stakeholder in Ijaw, in Ogoni, and so on, moving round to see how we could work with this young man and his elders, his stakeholders, his political stakeholders, his traditional stakeholders. So that was what I wanted to do for him. But I noticed that they continue to function as a cult group called IPOP. And I knew because of that level, they would never arrive at anything. I also noticed they were burning the Bible. I also noticed they were going to shrines. And that when they go to shrines, they pay 6,000 and then they drink from the water. I went on video and I condemned it in total. I am telling you why they hate me. I stand for the truth. I called Kanu and I said, Nnamdi Kanu, are you aware that your people are doing this? He told me that he was never part of what they were doing. But some of the IPOB high command, that's what they call them, high command, they were calling me from various parts of the world and telling me because they were tired of what they were saying and they liked me because they knew I stood for justice. They called me and told me that, look, Mr. Man, that man is the one asking them to do all this. So when I knew that I was in a wrong house, my brother, no matter what happens in life, I can never play with the devil.
But my brother, wait. When you join IPOB, that means you once believe Nigeria will not work.
Yes, I believe Nigeria will not work then because I was a wounded person. I will tell you what wounded me then. Jonathan had just lost the election and I was a wounded person. Do you understand me now? It's always good you know what led someone to act in a certain way. I was a wounded man, so I didn't believe in Nigeria. I said, what kind of nonsense? Now that our brother is in power, that's when you lose. How can a man that is in power lose? Therefore, I don't believe in Nigeria again. So I was looking for where to touch. I was looking for where to touch. Then I found myself joining something worse than the Nigeria I was against. And that was why I had to retrace my step.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, my brother, did you join them because they were talking about Biafra? When you joined them, you were open because, as far as I'm concerned, where you are from, the people there don't really see themselves as part of Biafra, although they were part of the old Southeast before the war, before Agu Ironsi put the regional structure down. They were all part of Southeast. Now I know there are people from your place who don't really see themselves, Biafra. So were you planning, to preach to them, to have change of mind, to see themselves as Biafra when you join them?
Thank you very much. I told you that my basis for joining them was to see whether we could unite. I said that earlier. If you will listen attentively.
I know, I remember. Yeah.
And for us to see my problem, for us to unite, we need to bring the politicians, the traditional leaders on board. So when I was working to bring those important stakeholders on board, my friend from Afaraku Ibeku in Namdekano was attacking the same group of people. So I knew I was wasting my time. It became clear to me that what I intended for us was not what he intended for us. The young man was interested in power and money. Because we are struggling to see how we could come together, and I heard that they are paying dues and paying dues. What dues? Dues for what? Was there a government in place? What government was that? You think I'm an educated man? There are things I cannot tolerate. How can you say people are paying dues when we are trying to see how we can bring everybody together? Paying dues to whom?
To buy what?
Who gave them power of attorney to be taking dues? Dues as what? Are they councillors? Are they local government chairmen? Are they House of Assembly members? What dues? So it was just long throat for money and power.
So my brother, you are from the Niger Delta. Can you please tell us the story of Adakaburu, how he died? Or if you don't know, we can bypass that.
Okay. Before we look at how he died, let's look at the factors that made him wage war against the old Eastern region.
Okay, wait, my brother, wait. Adakaboro waged war against the old Eastern region or against Nigeria?
Not against Nigeria. I want to correct that because I know it very well. It's my brother.
Okay, wait, my brother,
I
wait.
know everything about the Kayama Declaration. Hold on.
Yeah, this story is very delicate because I'm part of Niger Delta. I'm also a South man. You understand me? So my people here have been saying these things. You people, sometimes some people believe, some people feel I'm just saying it to attack IPOB. Now, this our brother here is a Niger Delta man. First time of inviting him. So we will continue. But I just want him to use it, it's 10 minutes, to tell us the story of Adakaburu. But he is bringing something new now, telling us it was not really against Nigeria. It was against South. So let him tell us how, what make you think it was against the
Let's look at the factors. Let's look at the factors that made him wage that 12-day revolution against the region. The region was under the control of Ojukwu and Ironsi. Ojukwu was governor of the region then. Ironsi was the head of state. So the people that held Nigeria to ransom then were the Igbo. Now the government in the old Eastern region moved everything they were doing to Enugu. Every other tribe meant nothing to them. they would take from others and move all to Enugu. And borrow, and even our stakeholders like late King Harodapo Biriwe, Ken Sorowiwa, Elechi Amadi, and several people from other Urobo, Isekiri, and so on. They didn't like it. They didn't like it. They were treated as minors, second class, slaves. It was as if you are not from Ojuku's place, you are nothing. These were the factors, the economic, social, and economic factors that made Adakaburu wage war against that oppressive region. Of course, Ojukwu was answerable to his brother, Abiyosi. So they interpreted it as him waging war against the Nigerian state so that they can invite state forces to come in and crush him. It was a game they played. I will say it here, I will say it when I will say it everywhere I go. Because I know these facts. They are in books. The accounts are there for you to read. They can keep telling us lies, but we must correct this. So, and then they crushed the revolution. The Kaima Declaration was for the independence of Niger Delta region. But do you know what the game they played? They said that they were talking that the activists there were Ijo, and they were talking about Ijo, meaning they wanted to oppress others. They were dividing to rule. That was the game they played. So he was arrested, he was detained, and when it was time for the Biafra war, a year later, what happened? If Ojukwu were white, would he not have gone to release that person? But he didn't. Who did? Go on, did. So naturally, a wounded man, who would he fight for? Is it not for the person that released him?
Yeah. We heard that he was sentenced to death for declaring Niger Delta.
Yes, he was to be executed. He was to be executed by Abiyosi and Ojukwu. Not Fulani, not Fulani.
And when Gowon released him, he had no choice than to fight along, join Gowon and fight for that same Nigeria. He wanted to, you would say if he waged war against Nigeria, he waged war against the Eastern region. So that one is very clear. So, my brother, during the war, did your people really, support? They make it look as if during Biafra war, during their war, everybody in Niger Delta, Ishekiri, Calabar, your tribe, Aboni people, all of them, Akwa Ibom, they were all part of the Biafra war. They joined them. Is that true? Because I was telling them, you sentence Adakaboru to death. After 6 months or 7 months, you declare your Biafra. How on earth the people you kill will now join you? Does that make sense? They are saying no. So I'm asking you again, did your people then join them? Because we were the Midwest, we are not really part of their region then.
Yes. Our people in the riverine communities, the coastal towns, initially welcomed the Biafran troops. But when the troops came in, they dominated our region, tampered with our traditional structures. In Kalabari region, they made the king there look like an ordinary person. King Bob Manuel was his name. He was ordinary. They oppressed Abonima. They oppressed other parts of Okrika and so on. It got to a point that the people saw that these troops were the real enemies, not the Nigerian troops. And the indigenous people in those areas were crying, looking for help. They were looking for help from the Biafra troops. They wanted people to save them from the oppression and suppression taking place in their lands. That was why they were praying, and then by the hand of God, call it hand of God, Adakaboro was released and he moved the troops, the Nigerian troops, by the waterways and penetrated these regions and liberated them from the oppression and suppression taking place. If you want to believe my story, go to Buguma in Kalabari. There is a program they celebrate every July. It is called Go the Niger. Very important celebration in Buguma town. It remarks the liberation of Buguma town from the oppressive Biafra groups. They celebrate it every July. It's a very big celebration in Buguma, in Calabar.
Okay, my brother, now, did you see in Adikanu or IPOB, they are kind of preaching Igbo supremacy? Can you say they are preaching Igbo supremacy? The IPOB agitation.
Yes.
It's all about Igbo supremacy.
Yes.
Can you tell us? Because me, I think I will give us reason why you feel.
I will explain. When you hear that IPOB exists in Niger Delta, don't be deceived. I was moving from one IPOB unit to another in Port Harcourt, in Delta State. I was going around teaching. My job was to teach, educate them. Every time I visited a unit, I would ask them one question. How many of you are here? They will say 300. That's all right. Out of these 300, how many of you are Igbo? From you will see 298 are Igbo. In another man's land. So only two people will be from non-Igbo speaking communities. Therefore, the point I'm trying to make is this. They were spreading this IPOB into non-Igbo territories with the intention of dominating and making people feel that the IPOB you have in those non-Igbo speaking territories are peopled by the indigents. Big lie. Very, very big lie. Now, let's go to the other side. That is the social part of their domination. I am going to treat them side by side. Let's go into the structural part of their domination. Check the hierarchy of the IPOB high command. Chike Doziem, Igbo. Nnamdi Kanu, Igbo. His former deputy that has left them, Igbo. Go to national coordinator, Igbo. Coordinator in almost every state, Igbo. I am telling you that what you have are Igbo people left and right. Yet they tell you they speak for both the Igbo and the non-Igbo. Is it not clear to you? So you can see, I call it structural domination. So they have both social domination and structural domination.
Do you think it was the same thing with Ojukwu? Ojukwu was about Igbo Ojukwu Biafra war.
The same thing. Let me just make this clear. Nnamdi Kanu is actually Ojukwu's incarnate. That is Ojukwu in a fair form. You know, he's a dark man. Nnamdi Kanu is the fair form of Ojukwu. You know, during the Biafra war, Ojukwu refused to listen to anybody. People like Ika Ajuna, they are killed. They were killed for trying to tell him that what you're doing is not correct. He became king, he became lord. Nobody dared challenge his command. Even the great Nnamdi Azikiwe was put under house arrest for trying to tell him what to do.
Did you see Ojukwu as hero?
Ojukwu was never a hero. A man who led his people to the grave in their millions can never be a hero. A hero is a man who fights a war and wins the war.
But, okay, my
now look at another point.
Okay, go ahead.
Another point is this: the man fought that war, he lost the war, and when it was time, he told people, "Die for Biafra, die for Biafra." When it was time for him to die for Biafra, he showed a clean pair of his, ran away, and came back to beg the same Nigerian he said would die. And they gave him, he was pardoned. He came back here and participated in Nigerian politics. How else do you define hypocrisy and cowardice? A coward is never a hero.
My brother, did you see that 1966 coup as Igbo coup?
Yes, 1966 coup was an Igbo coup, and I'll tell you why. All the Igbo officers were spared. It's called ethnic cleansing. The entire Igbo officers were spared. So what are you telling me?
But they still argue with us today and say it is not Igbo coup. We are lying. It's not Igbo coup. And
if it isn't Igbo coup, then they should go ahead and show us all the Igbo officers that died. That's coup.
So the counter coup, you don't blame the North, because the counter coup, you don't blame the North.
When you make an attempt to cleanse my ethnic group, by right, I have right of response. So it was the right of response that did not exercise.
Okay, so my brother, I understand. Now, my brother, you see this insecurity problem in the Southeast. We are hearing a lot of stories. Some are saying it is the DSS, the Nigerian police force, military, that is just killing innocent people, because people are dying on a daily basis. Now, some are saying it is the IPOB, ESM, and no government. So, for the insecurity in the Southeast, who are you going to blame? The Nigerian government or the ESM? Who is really killing people there in the Southeast?
It is very, very easy to determine the real cause of what is happening, the carnage taking place in the Southeast. Very easy. Let's look at all the radio broadcasts Nnamdi Kanu made last year. I want you to revisit them. You hear? Kill them, burn them, take their vote, shoot them, kill them, destroy them. Go and listen. He was speaking to the minds of the corrupt and criminal-minded fellows in the land. So today, this is what we have, my brother. And then when you add the tension between Rocha Sekorocha and the present governor of Imo State, add it to what now can do. You now have two factors, both political and criminal. Two factors responsible.
Did you think, now that Nnamdi Kanu is with the government, did you think this sit at home every Monday they do? Did you think it is the right thing for them? Because on the one hand, they are saying they want him released. The government should free him. And they are also enforcing sit at home every Monday, Sunday, you know, forcing people to stay at home. Did you think it will help in Nnamdi Kanu's case?
Well, I don't care about what will help his case because the young man was very stubborn. He refused to listen. I don't care. Why should I bother about what will help his case? He does not kill people. He made a lot of people die. Is his life more important than the life of any other person in the world? I will always condemn the death of anybody in this world. I will. Even the death of a criminal. It is my wish and my fervent prayer that a criminal changes, become a good person so that he can live. Do you know what is happening today? Nnamdi Kanu has lost control. He started something that has spiraled out of his own control. He has lost control. The seat at home you have today is not from his IPOB. They don't have a voice anymore here. There is now a splinter group. There's a splinter group. Give criminals gun, you can't take the guns from them again. That is what Nnamdi Kanu sensitized them, and now he can't control them anymore. That is the truth of the matter. And it is beginning to boomerang on him and on his case. That is the word for you, my brother.
Okay. Because you are, before we let you go, we still have two questions. Because all that you have been saying, it is the truth. It's like you are a man who believes you can say the truth. It doesn't matter who it favor or against. Did you believe when they are saying that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped? Can you call it a kidnap? Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. He traveled to, according to them, to Kenya and was brought back from Kenya. Will you call it a kidnap?
Number one, what was he doing in Kenya? He was supposed to be in the UK. He was supposed to be in the UK. So what took him to Kenya? So whatever took him to Kenya must have been caused by the sovereign state called Nigeria. They are pulling him up. A man that wants to destroy a sovereign state doesn't know that the sovereign state will fight back. It's normal. Even the US will fight back. Every country will fight back. Nobody is qualified to destroy and attack and demean and rubbish the image of any sovereign state. Nigeria does not need to kidnap a small fly. That's a small fly. That's a very, very small fly. Nigeria is too strong a nation to kidnap a small fly. They will simply work with Interpol and get him. Ask them the truth. He was being looked for. He was declared wanted by the UK authorities, so he started running away from the UK. He moved to Brazil. From Brazil, he kept moving and found himself in Kenya. They were lured to Kenya by some syndicates used by the sovereign state, and that was how they got him. It is the job of Nigeria as a sovereign state to get anybody that is seen as a criminal, whichever way they do necessary and fit.
Okay, my brother, before you go, now some of them are talking about referendum. Have you before that, giving referendum to a group of people? Because to me, I told them before, you are just a group. What you need is to buy a traveling bag, pack your things, and go. There's no need spending money on referendum. A referendum, do you think they can give a group like this IPOB a referendum? Because as far as we are concerned, in Igbo, they are everywhere. The Igbos are everywhere. They have been Lagos, North, even in the South. When you are calling for referendum, your people returning home, because I know, like the elite, the Igbos, they are not really with them. They just do this. They are agree, force people to start home. Did you think, or to have a referendum for you to ask for a referendum? What are you supposed to do? Let me put it that way.
Okay, now before we talk about what you're supposed to do in order to have a referendum, let's look at the history of referendum in Nigeria and who killed the first attempt. When the British were about to leave Nigeria, they asked the entire nationalities in Nigeria whether they would live together because of their discordant culture and tradition and even religion. would it be fair for us to leave you together, or should we conduct a referendum? It was Nnamdi Azikiwe that objected and even wanted to kill the likes of what is their name again? Obafemi Awolowo and so on, all of whom wanted a referendum. It was Nnamdi Azikiwe, an Igbo man, that said there shouldn't be a referendum because of his nationalistic bent. He was the Zik of Africa, so he wanted everybody to be together because then the togetherness of Nigeria would favor him. He would become the sole leader, which he did. That was why he was the first president, meaning he did it for a parochial interest. So who is talking about referendum today? The Igbo man killed it when it was to be administered. And once it died forever. It was never to be mentioned. Now let's go into the factors that can lead to referendum. Referendum will come only when the people have agreed that the situation that they are faced with is such that demands change. I mean a people, I'm not saying a group, a people. A people together with their stakeholders, all of them together. Now, let me ask you one question before we go. These people asking for a referendum. Please, in his own Afro Ibeku, they have councillors in Umahia. Councillors are there. Councillors. Local government chairmen are there in the east. Governors are there in the east. House of Assembly members are there in the east. National representatives are there in the east. Has it stopped them? They are receiving allocation. The state is receiving allocation from the federal. So who is talking about referendum? Elections are going on. Anambra just conducted, so we don't have one. Can we hear something?
It's so funny. It's so funny. It's like people, it's like they know. It's like red, they'll be calling it blue. It's just like, you know, this thing is red. You keep saying it's blue, it is blue. What, you know what you're supposed to do. I invited one of IPOB members, asked him, where have you gone to ask for a referendum? And they rejected you. Where? He was telling me they have gone to this, they have talking to this person, they went to UN. I laugh. Look, well, thank you very much, Mr. Blue Jack, Rosa Blue Jack, for coming today. In fact, you just confirmed what we have been saying here. You know why? You are from Niger Delta, so nobody knows Niger Delta more than you. No, when we say it here, people will say, okay, because of, no, this man here, as you are seeing here, is from the Niger Delta. Go when you say Niger Delta, so he know what he's talking about. You know his own state. He is here telling you that most of these they are meeting, maybe 300, 400 people there. When you ask them how many Igbos here, he said 99% of them are Igbos. Sometimes it means the people they claim that is part of them is not really part of them. The people they claim that is part of them is not part of them. We are lost our brother. Hey, I really thank him for coming. You know, in this place, I keep telling you people, whatever I say here, we are not saying it because we hate anybody, because we are just, it is the truth. Without the truth, what can we do? You can change anything without the truth. So this, our brother Blue Jack, is a man I so much respect. That's the reason I invited him. And you see, all that he said, it is the truth. It's just the truth. At the time of blaming the North alone, that time have passed. When I asked him about marginalization, he said, nobody can marginalize you. If your own people, they are the people, they are the reason if you feel marginalized, it is because of your own people, the people representing you. So we need this kind of people around here. We'll be inviting people like this here, so that we continue to teach our people the right way, the best thing to do. You understand me? Let me see if I can play one or two videos before we call it a day. Our brother really did well. Blue Jack really did well. So you see, all that I've been saying, at least, I don't say things here because I hate anybody. Whatever I will say here, it is just the truth. IPOB, the people I've been inviting, they have been confirming it. IPOB preached Igbo supremacy. And it's our responsibility to stop them. They are not even helping the reasonable Igbos. You know, they are kind of attracting hatred. You know, when the things they do, that's the reason. Igbos are good people. We have good people, just like we have bad and good people in every tribe. Igbos are good people. But this IPOB group, they are the people that is spoiling things for the real Igbos. So there is something I want people to listen to before I call it a day. Listen to this boy. It's a stupid boy anyway. Very stupid boy, but listen to him.
Also, worship until they are no longer needed, in which they are discarded.
Listen to this stupid boy.
The aspect of traditional Igbo belief is reincarnation. They believe that a person dies, they will reincarnate back into the same family which they came. Diviner is often used to determine which ancestors a child is reincarnated from. Automatically, that is true. Research, every day I make a research. I call people, I ask questions. I call some elders, believe mostly the traditional people. If you want to make your research, there is some people who teach about ordinala. You have to contact them. Then you ask them reasonable questions about what you want to know. Then what this person just said to me now is I asked some certain things. So he just maybe he saw he seen me online, and he send this very one to me, and that's why I read it out. And what he said here, without being told, you know that everything the person wrote here is very, very correct. Okay. I said, dear you, Uche, Nolin, if you cannot click the link and come and lecture us, I will block you, because it cannot be on comment section to be distracting me or be making blind arguments. The link is there. Click it in. Let us educate ourselves. I fear him. You cannot click the link, I will just block you out. It's as simple as that. In case
you don't know what, listen.
You have a caller here.
In case you don't know what they are doing here. These fools, you don't know what they are doing.
Simple question.
These fools, listen.
And you, who is the elder, who senior each other, or who is the father? Who? You say Idu is with Igbo, our family. Now, that's the family. That's the family who is the father of Igbo. Every land is mother's land, you don't know. That is why every country
No, wait, let me say something.
My brother, an Italian person, listen, English, wait, yeah, don't make. No, my brother.
You know the reason why that in some people
my brother, let me first. My brother, listen first. I want to make something understand. I don't want to be jumping around. My brother, the argument here, I made something clear. When you want to call, make your research. If you call in, you present your research. And what I expect you here now, if you say, allow me to, no, you don't know, no, listen. I will cut you off, my brother. I don't want to make this a program childish. Don't want to make this program childish. If you want to call, when you call, you present your issue in order. Don't tell me that Idu and Igbo is family. I nobody. If you come in, that this is the first, this is the first creature of Igbo. This is the place he was created. This is the place he starts his migration. This is, I will be listening, and when you are talking, I will be listening. When I ask you a question, you answer the question. The question I ask you is, Idu and who is the father of Ndi Igbo? Because, my brother, in Igbo land, a son, father cannot answer the name of his son as a surname. That is making Idu as a name now. It's like making your great grandson the name of the family. So when you want to talk, tell me history. When you read the topic, I say, what do you know about history? The origin of Ndi Igbo. Not you will come and tell me you migrate from Japan. You migrate. People are migrating, yes, but you start somewhere before you start migrating. God did not create you and you jump on air, start migrating. You are created somewhere. So my brother, go on.
With the best name I am for taking a program. Ndị Igbo si na-egwu jeji gbanụ jeji ata na wee tọwa ya.
You see all these things, all these fools are saying here. It is irrelevant. So yeah, I listen to these fools, I don't laugh. All these things they are saying, irrelevant. Nobody migrates from anybody. Where you are now is where God created you, created that tribe to be. That's to me. Nobody migrate from where? Migrate from where? From where? Where you are now. Edu is for the Edus. Yoruba is for the Yoruba. Igbo, where you are now is your land. Shekiri, the same thing. In the past, you know, during coronation, in Shekiri, during their coronation, they said something. They said, the first king there, the man that established that kingship there in the Shekiri land is from Edo. When he left Benin City, they were already in Shekiri there. People already there. People already there. So he went there to establish that kingship there. But the people there don't speak Edu, they speak their Shekiri. If you look at the Shekiri language and Yoruba language, they look alike. It is because they share boundary. When you share boundary, your language look alike. Use in Benin, in Edo State, the same thing. They share boundary with Yoruba. Look at their language. So when you see two tribes, the language look alike is because they are neighbors. That's how God, that's how you change. You remember that song, Viedina Ogoli, 1 kilometer make another language, 1 kilometer, you know. It is always like that. When people are close, their language must look alike. It doesn't mean that these people leave this place here and begin to form their own language there. So this idiot now is trying to tell his people, Inri give birth to Inri. According to him, he said God created Inri. God created Inri just like Adam and Eve. Just like the Bible. The Bible will tell you Adam and Eve give birth to so person. From there, this one give birth to, they'll say, I think one of their sons went to some place to go and marry someone. Marry who? All these things did not add up. I believe all these things are story. I'm not saying the Christians. I know I'm not trying to attack your religion. I also see myself as a Christian. One thing I like is about Jesus because I like what they said about him. So all these people move from this place, go to that place. I know people travel in those days, but you cannot, Edoma cannot live here and go to some place and begin to speak another language or form his own language there. Impossible. That's the reason I keep telling people, you see, even the, I talk about Ishegiri, how Edo man established that kinship there. But he made people there, just like Edo and Yoruba have relationship. Edo already there. That relationship came. That's the relationship. But that doesn't change the truth. The tribe is always the tribe. If the tribe is the tribe, the Yoruba speak your own. You have your own language. What about the culture? What about the culture? If you look at our culture, if you see Yoruba culture, there is a little different. There's a way they greet. We have Edo, we have the way we greet. Look at our tradition. Look at the king. Look at what we do. They don't do it. They have their own ways of life. Like in Benin now, when you say traditional burial, there's what we do when it comes to traditional burial. It's different from the way they do it in Yoruba because it's different people. Traditional marriage, there's a way we do it. Maybe it look alike. They have their own. Urobo have their own. There's a way Urobo tie their clothes. We don't tie our clothes like that. There's a way some people dress. Edo don't dress like that. But there must be a particular things this tribe do, the other tribe don't do it. If we don't, all this idea, one person live here, go there, it is a lie. But because our language look alike, our culture look alike, then we'll say, okay, because our language, the way our language look alike, we are not brothers. We are not brothers. You know, there is a really we are brothers. We are brothers. That's the truth. We are brothers. That's the reason why they say in Benin we say Otiabu or say Azebo. It means among all your brothers, you must choose your friend among your brothers. So what I'm trying to say, all these people, they just waste their time. They are from here. It is all lies. It is not well documented. All these things are lies. Why bothering yourself? You are Igbo, be Igbo. Where you come from? It is not well written. How are you going to tell me what they put on, maybe what somebody, listen, let me tell you about something. A few years ago, on Google, because the idiot now, I call him idiot. I know the reason I call him this, I should be stupid boy idiot. For me to be calling anybody idiot, it is what they are doing. This boy is a very foolish boy. This boy, they call Ashebi, this Igbo stupid boy. Those are the people bringing bad names to Igbo. You know, a few years ago, there is this Yorubas. They put it on their Google, you know, they said the greatest Oba in Yoruba land. They will say Oni of Ife, Olofio for your second. They had another king from their land dead. They were having the Oba of Benin as there too. So the Oba of Benin have to strike back and say, what kind of nonsense is this? Come on now. You are saying Yoruba? We are not Yoruba. Are we Yoruba? No. We are adding our name is there for. And they said, you know, this is their rate. Their rate. That is what is bringing problem. People, why can't we mind do whatever you have to do and forget about something that will bring disunity? We don't need it. So the Edos have to kind of retaliate and say, okay, why are you adding our name there? You don't need to, really. You don't really need to. You talk about the first, Alofi of Oyo. They said the Oduduwa lineage. They call it Oduduwa lineage. The first Oduduwa lineage. They were adding Oni of Ife as the first. So, even the Oni of Ife, it is not blood related to this to Oduduwa people are talking about. They are not blood related. We all know how Oni started from. You know how the title Oni. Oni is not Oduduwa's son. He's not related to Oduduwa at all. And how can you say Oni is first? And Olafia for you the second. Olafia for your feel is greater than Oni. The people of Oyo, if you tell them Oni of Ife is greater than Olafia for you, they will fight you. Because Olafia for you is a true son to Oduduwa. Okay, now our argument, the Benin have to tell them, look, you shouldn't be doing this. If you must say who is the first, for instance, how can you place Olafia of Oyo as second? The Oba of Benin is senior to Olafia of Oyo. If we say, okay, Oduduwa is from Edo, let's say Oduduwa is not from Edo, because I am here because I'm Edo. Let's say Oduduwa is not from Edo. Oni of Ife is not blood related, so leave Oni of Ife out of it. It's not blood related to Oduduwa at all. It is Oromia, the son to Oduduwa. The Oromia father, the first Eweka of Benin, before he went to Oyo and marry and create another kingdom there, the Olafia of Oyo. So the first son of Oromia is the Eweka already in Benin. So how can you now say Olafia for your second? It can't be second. The senior brother is in Benin. And Olafia for your said they are the rightful owner to that throne of Ife. Because Oni of Ife is not even blood related to Oduduwa. You see how this thing works. This thing still come to Benin somehow. It still proves to you that Oduduwa might really come from Edo. I'm not saying it because I'm from Edo. It's not well really. I keep saying it. It's not well documented. We don't need to fight over these things. It will not help anybody. We just forget these things. We are all the same, and let us move on. I respect you. Respect me. I'm just saying this because what they do that bring trouble. Like I'm just using it for example, like what they posted and say then about 9 years ago, then Oba 8 hour, not our Oba now. Wama Oba now said no, you don't like that kind of thing. We are the Edos. Our language is different. Our culture, we are the Edos. We are the Edos. Even there are some people these days, what they don't know is this. What they don't know is this. You see, the truth, you can't suppress the truth. You can't suppress the truth. The truth is always the truth. I will look for a day and I've been teaching these things concerning, what I know. I'm not saying what I know is 100% correct. I don't spend time on history, 900, 600. Let me tell you my own story. Don't be say it's not that it is true. It's my own story. I'm going to tell you all the stories, all the story is sweet. Hearing it, it is not true. If I tell you, I'm going to tell you a story. It's my own side of the story. I will go and polish it the way it will sound real for you. Nobody will. If we don't forget about all these things, don't hear stories that you're fake. You can't deceive me with that. But what I know, we are all brothers and sisters. Let me see if I can get. Let me see if I can get. If you come asking, their tribe is from where? Their tribe from where? Where the way you don't migrate from anywhere. God created you there. Take it like that. Go and do whatever you can and make your life better. Forget about where you come from. You come from nowhere. You are always there. This is where it is God. God make it so. Forget about how can you say you come from somewhere? Israel. How can you come from Israel? How can you they relocate? Look at this. Some people say, look, some people guy call and say the Israelites, the Israelite, the people in Israel now, they are just Europeans. They are not the Jews. They are the Jews. Listen, the Jew the Bible talk about is the Igbo. And the one that is officiating the show is crying. Stop talking about Bible. Don't talk about Bible. He said, no, the other one said, you should shut up. This Israelite you are seeing, they are not Israelite, they are Europeans. That the real Jews, that the Bible is the Igbo now. These people. Listen.
This thing I am telling you now is the history, because in the name and this name you are seeing now, he existing. Say that even after the coming of the white people, the history is still there. You cannot wipe it, because when the white people they meet people that knows the history, that has name, and after they left, some people still retain it. That is why you must see some of how to trace your origin, no matter what happened. You cannot, your origin cannot wipe out unless that generation, everything was wiped out. That generation will not exist. Now, who gave birth to Umri? That died. They give birth to everything. With other people who were their name were withdrawn. It's not every name we are mentioned.
You see this people. You see how they are confusing themselves. He said, Inri. Give birth to this way. Who did he remarry? This he said God created Ingrid, just like as he created Adam and Eve. After all, the Oyibo, they said there was Eve. Who did he remarry? According to this idiot, a son went to some village to go and marry. What is you are contradicting yourself? And the reason why you play is what they said. I'm coming.
And he died. There is a food drought. That land. So, who is the first son of Eri, started complaining to God.
And you see them?
That there is hunger. And God instructed him. He, the first son of Eri, the first son of Uri was killed. This first daughter of Uri was also killed and buried. That is how yam and the cocoyam come into exist.
You see their life. You see them. They kill Eri, first daughter. That's how cocoyam come into a cocoyam. Oh, do you see? These are the problem. When you are fighting, whatever you are fighting for, stick to what you are fighting for. They miss history. I don't know what they want to prove. They are superior. They are from God. God created them first. Everybody must bow. Abba. These people don't even know what they are doing. At this time. Now you're talking about
that is not enough.
The idiot talking about Cocoyam.
Why this evil is existing? Other people have own people that is existing. People have other places because every kingdom or nation has their own history. Now, now he have slaves, the people he conquered from other neighboring places to their blood brothers. So those slaves now are working for them. Now, he killed another slave, male slave and the male slave, and he buried them. That
my father is my ancestors.
And your father answered with
the name, the sixth one, because you cannot tell me that the ancestor is the name of your fifth father.
Well, sir, my brother, it's better you listen and learn first, because you know you have to go and learn.
What I can tell you in my family is for.
We are here to address the origin of Igbo. This man called to make a blind argument. You know nothing about Igbo. Let me bring our brother. Mweke Ojiako, you are welcome to the program.
Maazị Ekenekwe ndị Maazị Achebe, nnukwu mmadụ. Ka ka ime?
Adị m mma nnọọ. Nwa
Ndewo. Ana m awachi program gị na akpọbụ m bifo abụna ana m na one restaurant na-atachi ọsa.
Ọ dị very important. Njụ ga-ese akịta. Eko.
Many people thought years ago, I the Palestinian in the one,
a man on while and be willing.
The man on a part of it.
And then I nationalize, yeah. My brother. Inside dinner badge, Makanaya badge to be very, very important. Negative. Chineke kelu mmadụ onye ja ọ mmadụ bụ izi onye oke ka o nwere ihe ọzọ oke before ke mmadụ before Chineke ke mmadụ ke ife izizi bụ ụzọ ke. There is difference between that you were created with the sand and the water than say you come from sand and water. If you say you come from sand and water, that means you just germinate and come out like from sand without any creation. What you are trying to tell me?
That's what I want to tell you. Bible, I really listen to this from the Bible. This is a question that I asked. The reason why I made that statement is that there is no way we are going to know how the world started because it's going to be very difficult. And
my brother, let me tell you, every people know where they came from if you make research. For example, the Israel know that their first creature is Adam. And the second creature of Israel is Eve.
What you hear in the Bible now?
According to their own, they tell you their history, not to what I hear. They are the one to tell you their history. We are not the one to tell them their history. And the one telling their history to them.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
The Israelite that is living in Israel today, are they the real Israel?
How do I know? I don't know Israel before.
This is the question.
They are the real Israel. They are the real Israel. No, I disagree with you. Let me tell you, they are the real Israel.
No. The real Israel people.
So what happened to the real Israel people? Where are they?
I tell you now, this is why they don't. Sometimes you
my brother.
Why that Israel is always fighting there because the land is there. Those places they are fighting belong to.
Master, then you got your better time of our mess place.
I know too. That Israel. Now name the Israel. To go and start and you will confirm it. One of our brothers made a statement and said that about the Egyptian people. The other people in the Egyptian of the earth is black people.
My brother, you are not answering my question. That is my problem with you. The problem I have with you is that if the question, you will not answer it. The question I ask you now, you say that Israel because you don't know Israel apart from what you read from Bible and what you are seeing today. You have not seen any Israel before. You have never come across Israel apart from what you read in the Bible. Me and you know that you never seen Moses. Wait. Good. According to Israel you are reading, you are listening about the history of Bible. And they said that even the war of Israel starts in the Bible. And the people they fight that war is the same people they are fighting the war with now. Palestinian. Now, the question I ask you is this. The question I ask you is this, because before you say something, you must be sure of what you are saying. If you say the current Israel today is not the real Israel, where are the real Israel and where can we find them?
The planet is started from us. Black people, we the black generation.
You see the problem I'm having with you. The whole black person now is Israel. Forget that in the same Bible, Israel fought with Egypt. So where you cannot answer my question. These are the problem I'm having. Where are the real is? Okay, the question. Let me repeat it again. Are you not hearing me? The question is this: if you say the current Israel are not the original Israel, Where are the original Israel and where can we find them?
What I told you is that we, the original Israel, we the Igbos, the original Israel. Go and make a research and
my brother, to say we, is it all the black people or just the specific? Because when you say black, you know the meaning of black.
No, I said we the Igbo people.
You the
no. The Igbo people are the real Israel.
Okay. All this
history away from us.
Okay.
They don't want us to know the truth.
Okay. At this point, a liar. To use that word, but that is what it is.
You will say that this is what you don't know.
This is the reason why I cut you off before. This is why I cut you off before.
Wait, let me ask you, what if at the end of it, everything now? Me to connect you. Do you want me to connect you with people that travel to know who we really are? I connect you with them, and at the end of everything, and if you confirm that what I'm saying is the truth, then who is the liar?
My brother.
See, this mentality of
my brother, listen to me. Like I told you before. When you call here, be sure of what you are talking because you are the one to answer questions.
That is what I'm telling you.
Listen, because you don't want to learn and you don't want to hear. If you want to learn or you want to hear, you will be able to answer my questions. You have not answered my question because if I ask you the question, and if you say that you are the real Israel, who is the first person created Israel? And answer the question. I have 5 questions for you. The first question is, who is the first Israel? The first creature in Israel? Is the name?
Who is the first creature in Israel?
Yes.
Where I know is what I will tell you. I cannot tell you the things I don't know yet. Because me too, I still make more research.
That's the question now.
And this research is not something that you are going to make only 10 years to get the truth of everything.
My brother.
Not even 15 years.
My brother, this is the problem I'm having with you. This question I ask you now, and you are talking another thing.
But I answered the ones I know.
If you don't know, you say you don't know. I say, who is the first creator of Israel? Simple question. If you don't know, then you don't know. Stop telling me research.
That is what I told you that I cannot answer that one.
Which means simple. Which means you don't know. Which means you don't know.
That's what I told you.
Okay, since you don't know, don't call on this program to tell me what you don't know again because we are not Israel. The first creator of Israel is Adam. The second creator of Israel is Eve. Go and read your Bible. That is what the history of Israel told you. So listen. My brother, listen. The Bible.
My question is, who brings Bible to you?
The people that bring Bible to me is European people.
So how did the European people write about Israel people?
Because Israel people bring the Bible to the European. Don't know. Go and read it. Listen. You know. Listen.
This is where I know that you don't know anything about this. You don't think you don't know.
Okay. Listen. Let me educate you because the Bible. You know, my brother. I beg you, listen for background. Why I will follow you the talk rubbish. You don't know something. You don't go listen again because they make noise.
Britain. British Nigeria.
Allow me to lecture that man.
Britain no under European.
You see them? All this talk, it is irrelevant at this time. Irrelevant. Igbos are what? They are the Israelites.
Ephesians, Ecclesiastics, and all those.
Igbos are what?
Solo la
Igbos, they are the Israelite now. They are the Israelite now. Because the things they left the things they're supposed to be doing. They are chasing shadows.
Amara mụ na wetara ihe a na-akọwa. Because Israel no bumbo. This
God to claim Igbo. Because that is my own take. I want people to know who we are.
You will.
Now, Igbo, nsi n'ala Igbo.
As the land of the Orient, the East, which also includes the land where today is known as Israel. That's where it comes from.
Mazi, to be honest, you know nothing about Igbo. You have to go and make your research. Let me bring another person in. I need a person. I need a person that. Wait, please wait. Sorry for that language. You have to, before you come, you have to make research. If you have not made research, please don't come. Just listen. Or if you just have a question, you can come and ask question. But if you have not made your own research and be sure of what you are talking, please don't come. We don't need people to be making a blind argument here, please. That is how it is. If you have made a research and you are sure of what you are talking, who has that? We have a caller here.
First man first came to Igbo that migrated.
From where?
He migrated from somewhere.
From where?
And I'm trying to tell you where he migrated. Migrated. I'm trying to tell you about the migration of Eri. He didn't come alone.
They come from where? Good question.
That's what I'm trying to say. He came from what we know today as the land of the Orient, the East, which also includes the land where today is known as Israel. That's where he comes from.
Mazi, to be honest, you know nothing about Igbo. You have to go and make your research. Let me bring another person in. I need a person. I need a person that. Wait, please wait. Sorry for that language. You have to, before you come, you have to make research. If you have not made research, please don't come. Just listen. Or if you just have a question, you can come and ask question. But if you have not made your own research and be sure of what you are talking, please don't come. We don't need people to be making a blind argument here, please. That is how it is. If you have made a research and you are sure of what you are talking, you will come out and tell me that this is what you are talking. The Igbos are not white people. We don't have any connection with white. And if you want to talk, you talk according to with what you know. Don't tell me the story that all this story that is flying because you read the Bible, you read this. Igbos are not in the Bible. We have no connection with Bible. And let us bring Alpha Mefu now. And
one day more, Mazi.
Today we want to make it.
I'm from the kitchen.
Goes to perish. Please. No, their history, where they come from. The first person is being recognized as these Igbo people. How the person coming into exist. If you don't know it, please don't call. If you don't know it, please don't call in. Unless you want to ask me question, you can call in to ask question over my own teaching. But if you don't want to ask question, don't come here to teach me, to tell me the history of Bible. I'm not here to talk about Bible. Igbos has nothing to do with the Bible. This is what I am teaching here. I want to learn about the origin of Igbo, the Igbo history, and I teach the one I know. So if you know more than me, can come out. Teach me. But if you don't know more than me, stay and listen. Waka comot. Don't come here to tell me Cain and Abel, Abraham and Jacob, Isaac and Israel. We are not Israel. We are not Cain and Abel. Thank you. You are welcome to the program, my brother. You tell us your name and where you are calling from.
I'm the one who called you before that you cut off. You know, when you are making a program, sometimes before somebody will hear you, when the person is talking, that one again.
Okay.
You understand? Yes. Igbo did not come from anywhere. The Israelites you see today, the land they are living, these people are Europeans. So,
Talking about Israel, I'm not discussing Israel.
That's what I want to tell you. You are talking about Igbo. Wait, that is what I want to tell you. And the real Israel.
You are not Israel, my brother.
About it. Yes, we the Igbo are the real Israel.
This is the reason why I cut you off before. Now tell me your creation. Tell me the creation of you.
Listen to me. I'm going to connect you with someone. There is the guy always make a program about the Igbo. To connect you with the guy. Yeah? You will make a program with the guy. Then there is a man that the guy is going to invite inside that program. You will know what I told you about our history started from. You see that land you are seeing today in Edo State. Please, Igbo land. I'm going to connect you to somebody. You understand? And if you talk of the Bible, you are talking of most of the Bibles, what they wrote in the Bible. Some of our history is in the Bible, but they change it. Old Testament.
My brother. My brother.
This is Kinga. This is Ligu, and all these things you are mentioning. All these things is in the Bible, and it's our history.
My brother.
People don't really know who we are.
My brother, let me tell you, as an Igbo person and our tradition, if you change our tradition, it's no longer our tradition. If somebody change your tradition, as you are now, a person, so let me use myself, as I am now, my name is Mazi Achebepo. If tomorrow person is calling Ezekiel Okung, the person is not referring to me. The person is referring to himself. If you want to refer to me, you must refer to me as Mazi Achebepo. That is my name. So if someone thinks that this history was changed, that means that history is not your own. That's your own. You retain it. You retain it.
No, why people use all these things? To deceive us?
No, listen, my brother, I disagree with you. I disagree. There's one thing white people never change from Igbo man, and that is their tradition.
Calm down. They bring what this Bible they bring. They use this thing to come and divide us. And they use this thing to bring enmity within us, not to know who we are. That's why I told you that I'm going to connect you to somebody. The person I'm going to connect you with, Igbo person too. Both of you speak together and make a program. Many people will understand who we really are. There is a man, he always tell me that whenever we know who we are, so that we did not come from anywhere, we did not migrate from anybody. Migrate from us. The reason why you see today that in Igbo land, in the mostly 5 states of Igbo land, where you see that is that maybe if you watch, you will see that some communities like from Okwane, some community from Idu. You know, the mistake that we always make is that Idu, part of Idu, is Yoruba people, some part is Igbo people. When you really make the research, you will know that most of this part of like all these Christian people and all those ones, they are Igbo too.
You see, this is the part I want you to listen.
My brother,
listen.
As you are now, a person, so let me use myself, as I am now. You don't know, I'm not here to teach about that.
There is a man that Bija is going to invite inside that program. You will know what I told you about our history started from. You see that land you are seeing today in Edo State. Please, Igbo land.
Our land is
going to connect it to somebody. You understand? And if you talk of the Bible, you are talking of
our
most of the Bible, what they wrote in the Bible. Some of our history is in the Bible, but they change it.
Even if some people,
Testament.
you see, they are
My
Igbo.
brother, my brother.
Everybody is Igbo.
This is Igbo on all
You
these things
see?
we are mentioning.
They are not.
This is in the Bible and it's our history.
Brother, my brother.
People don't really know who we are.
My brother, let me tell you, as an Igbo person and our tradition, if you change our tradition.
He said even some people, they are Igbo. Robo, all of them must be Igbo. You see, when we say these people are a bunch of confused people, it is that supremacy. And at the end of the day, you guys are nothing. The only thing that puts Igbo in map is their war, and they lose. Remove that war. Nothing about these people. Nothing. It's about that war, civil war, that puts you people on the map. You are bringing disgrace to your people, hatred. You can sit in your 5 miserable state and be talking nonsense. That this one is Igbo, that one is Igbo. You don't speak the same language with you. They don't speak the same culture with you. When are you going to stop this foolishness? When are you people going to stop this foolishness? You just wake up making programs like this, irrelevant talk. You are superpower, you are superior. He is Igbo, the other one Igbo, everybody Igbo. Some people, they are Igbo. Those people is your Igbo land. You just brag. I pity the kind of hatred you people, bringing disgrace to the normal, reasonable Igbos. I don't know, this IP, that's the reason why I say IPOB must be silenced. We must do whatever we can and stop IPOB. IPOB is nothing but a terrorist group that is bringing disgrace to their people. Making this, the other one is talking about it. Then we're talking about the where they go. What that got to do where you come from? You own every land is yours. How you? So I thank everybody for today. On Friday, we'll be inviting our brothers too from Edo State. It's a man, former member of IPOB, to join us on Friday. I thank you and good night and God.